Hello students, myself Dipak Zade. Today in this lecture we will solve problem of impulse momentum principle. See what is given in figure. What is given, there is one body, ball, which one moving in which direction? Vertically upward direction, and it strikes one inclined plane which is inclined at 60 degrees. What is given in wording? Ball of mass m kg, mass is not given, hits an inclined smooth surface with a velocity of va 3 meter per second. Find out velocity of rebound. Means once it strikes, with what velocity it rebounds, you have to find out is what wanted. First step is what? You have to decide this is which type of impact. How will decide this is which type of impact? So first you must know line of impact. You are recalling line of impact means what? Line which is normal to the contact surface. Which is the contact surface here? So this is the contact point, right? That means if I draw normal here, that will pass through center, right? So I am representing here what? First line of impact. This line represents line of impact. Line of impact. Once you will get line of impact, now this collision or impact is which type? So when velocities are collinear with line of impact, then impact is direct impact. If velocities are non-collinear with line of impact, then the impact is indirect or oblique impact. Line of impact is inclined, velocity is vertical, that means this one is oblique impact. In oblique impact, what is important? This velocity what is given, we have to resolve along the line of impact and perpendicular to line of impact. Component which is along the line of impact changes as per our equations, law of conservation of momentum and coefficient of restitution, and other component perpendicular to line of impact remains same. So first I will draw a line which one is perpendicular to line of impact. What is the inclination of velocity? See here, this plane is inclined at what angle? 60 with vertical. Means this is parallel to plane with vertical. Means this angle is what? Same, na? This one is what? 60 degrees. Now if we resolve, this component is perpendicular to line of impact and this component is what? Along the line of impact. What will assume? Say this one is my y-axis positive, along the plane in upward direction, say positive x-axis, so that we can write it as what? Vax, Vay. Along x-axis means this component is Vax, this component is what? Vay. Vax. Angle is given with this line. To when angle is given with any axis, that component becomes what? Cos. So this one becomes 3 cos 60. Cos 60 half, na? It is half. It becomes what? 1.5 meter per second. Correct, na? 1.5. And other component, this one is what? This component cos. The other component is what? Sin. 3 sin 60. So 3 sin 60 comes out to be how much? 3 sin 60. 3 sin 60. 2.598. 2.598. 2.598 meters per second. Okay, first step is done. You resolve velocity along the plane and perpendicular to plane. Now component which is perpendicular to line of impact, means say x-axis is perpendicular to line of impact. Component of velocity doesn't change, remains as it is. Means this component of velocity is what? Va dash x remains same, means what? 1.5 meters per second. Next important point, when this ball strikes with some inclined plane, so mass of this plane, a rigid surface, right? This one is rigid surface. When body collides with another mass having infinite mass as compared to this body, then law of conservation of momentum is not valid. You can apply coefficient of restitution. For coefficient of restitution, what happens? If this one is another body, its velocity becomes 0 before impact and after impact. So as per coefficient of restitution equation, when any body strikes, it rebounds in opposite direction. In our theory lecture number 2, watch carefully. Ball is thrown in downward direction, strikes and rebounds in upward direction. After impact, what velocity will get is what? Minus e times velocity before impact, means Va dash y. If you want to find out, Va dash y means along the line of impact. After impact, what velocity will get is minus e times velocity before impact. Minus e is what? 0.8 given. Vay is what? 2.598, means this one comes out to be with minus sign. This is our positive axis. Answer negative means what? Opposite direction. How much you are getting? 2.598 into 0.8, right? Is 0.8. How much? 2.078. I am getting 2.078. So this is 2.078 meters per second, means direction is what? Opposite to positive y-axis. Meters per second, something like this. Here how will represent? And I represent like this. This is the direction of velocity, and this one is what? Va dash y, which is equal to, here I will write 2.078 meters per second. Now you are writing two components. The resultant you can find out here, right? Resultant of these two, say Va dash. If we construct a rectangle, a component is this one, is other component, means this Va dash will get applying Pythagoras theorem, root of Va dash x square plus Va dash y square. Va dash x is what? 1.5 square plus 2.078 square. So how much Va dash you are getting? Just check. Va dash how much? 2.563 आता है क्या? 2.563 meters per second. Now inclination. Inclination will find out what? You may find out this angle or other angle. If I find out, say, this angle alpha, so tan of this angle is what? Opposite. Opposite means what? Opposite means this one, right? Opposite means what? X, and other one is what? Y. So can I write tan of alpha equal to what? Opposite is what? Va dash x upon Va dash y. Va dash x is what? 1.5. Va dash y is what? 2.078. That means tan inverse, if we take, we will get inclination. But this angle is not with horizontal vertical. It is with this y axis, right? So this angle comes out to be how much? 35.82. This one comes out to be 35.82. But normally in such problem, what happens? You have to find out inclination maybe with vertical. I will draw this diagram again. See here, so that you will understand. This one is one axis, your x-axis, right? Other axis is what? This one is y-axis in this direction. You know this angle is 60, so this angle is what? 30 degree. This angle is what? 30. With this y-axis I am getting 35 point something, right? This angle is 35.82. That means with vertical angle, if you want to find out, will add, right? So this is inclination, say beta. So beta angle with vertical, if you find out, it is what, 30 plus 35.82 means comes out to be 65.82 degrees. This is with vertical. If you want to find out with horizontal, 90 minus 65.82 करेंगे तो around it is 24 point something will get with horizontal. Clear? Simple, single body problem tha, right? So law of conservation of momentum is not valid. When law of conservation of momentum is not valid? When mass of one body is infinite as compared to other, then law of conservation of momentum is not valid. Okay, thank you, bye bye.